Okay, looking inside my my Pyle power amplifier here. I've noticed some things that catch my eye that are a little cheap, a little sleazy. No, actually a lot of cheap and a lot of sleazy. Like, first of all, if we go to the transformer here, you'll notice that it's got a lot of glue melted onto it, which, having been made in China, might be flammable. I don't know. And it says power transforme, 110, 200 volt operation for Europe, which I don't know why it gives you 200 volt operation switch on the back for Europe, 220 volt, if the connector that they give you for it is for the US. I guess you can put on a different cable if you like. But I mean, just having to rely on your customers needing to do that is not good. I also looked at the fuse here, and that screw is plastic, by the way, so I stripped it a little, and it said it was for 250 volts. I didn't know fuses had calibrated voltages. I thought it was amperages, not voltages. And I think it might be a homemade fuse. And if we look around in the back, there's some heat shrink here that's holding all the wires together, and I don't even think it was heated up. Looks like they slid it on there, glued it on, and forgot about it. More glue. And, oh, how funky is that? Yeah, that looks a little... What the hell? This thing's really wobbly. Why is it so Oh, one of the feet fell off. Huh. There's this little red LED here, which looks like it might even have some glue on it. Actually, it does have glue on it. You can tell that, that connector, they just hot glued it down and then bent the binding posts for the LED back into the back of the connector and onto the wires, which is can actually be very dangerous. Oh my god, look at that. It's just glued on there. I mean, seriously, that shit'll just pop right off of there if I want it to. I don't want to pull it off. But that's not safe. Health and safety will not be happy to see something like that. And we got a zip tie, no big deal. Here we got our potentiometers, which, what the hell is that? They've got this wire going over the top of them, which is kind of weird. And they've also got hot glue on top of them as well. They're pretty generic potentiometers, you know, not high dollar, but they work, whatever. And it's kind of funky how this board was wired upside down. It's got a sticker on it. Let's see what it says. I doubt it. But anyways, the board's wired upside down so it can fit. And I don't know what the hell that thing is. What is that? What the hell is that little thing? Is that a... What is that? Is that a capacitor? I think that might be a capacitor with no skin on it. I don't know what the hell that thing is. That looks different. Okay, so it's got a really big heat sink on it. Although I don't think it works, because this shit gets really, really hot, really fast. And, oh hey, look what we got here. We got what looks to be, a resistor. I mean, not resistor, transistor. Made of plastic. And another one right there, which is also made of plastic. And we got these little capacitors here that look like pills. A lot of resistors. And, let's see. This here is not properly connected. Looks like they just stuck some soldering through it and soldered it down. I bet this whole board is soldered together. We got another board here that's also upside down. Did I mention the heat sink doesn't work? This shit gets really hot. And, look at that relay. It's kind of used and grungy looking. Yeah. I don't think this passed anything. It says QC06 passed, and I don't know who the hell would have passed this. Because this thing is dangerous. For that, the reason I was showing you with that little light there, and some more heat shrink that looked like it wasn't shrunk properly. But yeah, with that light, I mean, that connector is all the way over here. Not even, I mean, they just soldered it down. It's not even in there the way it should be. This thing's like really cheaply thrown together, very dangerous looking. Like this whole front plate here is made of metal. And if the other end of this thing doesn't have any kind of fireproofing anything on the end of it, like maybe some extra glue or whatever to help keep the current away from this metal, then it'd be like if imagine grabbing this this metal plate here and then putting it over an outlet while touching it. I mean, it probably won't electrify it, but there is a chance that it could, which makes it kind of dangerous. Also, these LED lights look like they've been pushed in, and I can tell you I didn't do that. But this connector here, I've actually got that connector in my boom box. I got that connector for my voltage meter, and I've also got that connector for my clock, as you can see. And that's how that's supposed to be connected. In fact, this isn't even the right kind of wire to use for this little LED here. And it's all done really cheap. I like the big transformer, but it doesn't look safe. It doesn't look like it's been approved. This damn thing's wobbly as hell. This shit's dangerous, you know. I used to think like this thing has enough power to power those two speakers there, and that's all it does. And I kind of like and hate the light show thing on the front, but this shit is dangerous. And you know what? I think I might buy a new. No, you know what? In fact, I'm gonna buy a new amp. I'll keep this as a spare because I paid like $70 for it. But yeah, I gotta get a fucking new amp. This thing's dangerous. I can't use this shit. Well, yeah, I'm gonna end the video here. Stay away from Pyle.